It's been a while. Welcome back to Story Time. The last time we were together, which was indeed a very, very long time ago, we were reading Chapter 9 of the junior novelization of Super Mario Brothers. The movie from the 1990s. I'm Miss Jenny, and today we're going to continue that story with Chapter 10. When we last saw the Mario Brothers, they were thrown out of a tunnel into the desert. Daisy was getting unwanted advances from creepy King Koopa, and Iggy and Spike got mega brains. They're like really, really smart now or something. So let's continue. Chapter 10. It was morning. The hot desert sun had come up. There was nothing to eat, nothing to drink, nothing but sand. Of course, it gets everywhere. The Mario Brothers trudged along with no idea of where they were headed. I said the parkway, Luigi said irritably, tired of Mario blaming him for everything that went wrong. But you wanted the tunnel, Mario said. Meanwhile, Luigi stopped to look around, as if trying to decide which way to go. Go ahead, Mario shouted. Pick a direction. Over there looks good. We could die there. No, wait, I got a good feeling that's where we should die. Over there. Maybe if we get lucky, we can make it all the way back to Koopa Land and get killed there. Luigi was getting tired of his brother's sarcasm. He trudged up to the top of a nearby ridge to get a better look. In the distance, a small island of buildings and smog rose out of the endless desert. The tallest buildings were two towers, like the World Trade Center. Koopa's towers, Luigi thought. Mario joined him at the top of the ridge. I could have been home with Daniela, he grumbled, watching the Knicks. I keep forgetting, Mario has no idea that his girlfriend Daniela has been already kidnapped and she done already been in here in Koopa Land. Luigi stared at his brothers in disbelief. You hate the Knicks. I like 'em now, Mario shouted. Okay, fine, Luigi replied. It's all my fault. This is dumb on little brother day. Well, I'm sorry we followed Daisy. I'm sorry I fell for her. I'm sorry I got feelings and desires. I'm sorry they stabbed us, defungused us, choked us, and poked us. It's all my fault. I made them do it to you, Mario. I made them evil. I even invited the sand. Luigi bent down and scooped up a handful of sand, and Mario did the same. Yeah, well, good thinking, Mario shouted, and threw his handful at Luigi. Great thinking. Now, eat some sand. Luigi threw sand back at Mario, and a sand war broke out as they hurled handfuls of sand at each other. Suddenly, a six-wheeled dune buggy bounced over the ridge and smashed into the dune, spilling out none other than Iggy and Spike. Hey. It's those creeps who stole Daisy. The brothers instantly turned their rage on the dazed former goons and wrestled them to the stand. Pulling his plumber snake out of his tool belt, Mario tied them up. Bound back to back, Iggy and Spike squirmed on the hot sand. Ruffians, Spike shouted. Hoodlums, hooligans, Iggy added. We're plumbers. Where's Daisy? Luigi asked. The former goons glanced at each other and pierced their lips. Mario pulled a wrench out of his tool belt and waved it at him. Start talking, or I'll break something. She's in the tower, Iggy said. Mario dragged the two ex-goons to their feet and shoved them toward the dune buggy. All right, take us to her. I think it's very interesting that the book keeps referring to them as ex-goons. I know that they have made their break from the Koopa-ology, so to speak, but they haven't come out and told Mario and Luigi that they aren't necessarily working for their uncle anymore. Intriguing. It's irredeemable, Spike said in a quivering voice. Koopa won't let us back in without her little meteorite piece. Wait, Luigi said. You mean that stone she wore? God, he's so smart. Really on the up and up. Yes, Iggy said. It chipped off the big meteorite 65 million years ago, causing a harmonic divergence between your world and ours. When it's back into place, the dimensions will reunite. Then Koopa can invade your world, Spike said. The mammals will be overrun by Goombas. I don't get it, Mario said. Why doesn't he just come through like you clowns did? The gateway? Iggy shook his head. Too dangerous. Too small. And it was sealed for years until something on your side blasted it open. Scapelli. Mario gasped. I'm sorry. Scapelli? Look, Luigi said impatiently. We gotta find this meteorite piece and save Daisy. And you two goons are gonna help us, Mario told the ex-goons. Iggy and Spike gave each other questioning looks. With our new evolutionary enhanced brains, it does seem like the correct course of action, said Iggy. Luigi remembered something. Mario, we gotta find that spiky chick in the red. By that bar, remember? A big spiky red babe? Asked Spike. Mario and Luigi nodded. Bertha, from the Boom Boom Bar, Iggy said, glancing back at the smashed dune buggy. Now if only Spike Saralopoulos hadn't destroyed our vehicle. I'm assuming that he's calling Spike a bit like a name, but mixing it with a dinosaur, making him seem clumsy. But I don't know that dinosaur, so I don't know how to say it. But I have an idea, Spike said, raising a tiny bony finger. Sniffets have sludge gulpers. What is that? Who have what? Luigi asked. You'll see, said Iggy. It was nighttime before they reached the vast refuse dumps and surrounded Dino Hatton. Giant floodlights lit mountains of garbage and filth. Sludge gulpers, huge trucks filled with refuse, dumped fresh loads. Men driving bulldozers pushed the garbage into mountains. The drivers and other workers wore gas masks and jumpsuits, whose Sniffet stenciled on their back. So I guess Sniffet is like a title, like a garbage man. Holding their noses, Mario and Luigi snuck up to the closest two Sniffets. Mario took out his wrench and clubbed one over the head. The other Sniffet turned to look what happened. Do it, Mario shouted at his brother, but when Luigi reached down for his tool belt with the wrench, his jaw dropped. His belt was there, but I lost all my tools, Luigi shouted. Clunk. Mario had to smack the other guy on the head. A moment later, dressed as Sniffets, with their faces hidden under gas masks, Mario and Luigi drove an empty sludge gulper toward the city dump checkpoint. Iggy and Spike hid on the floor. I can't believe you lost all your tools, Mario ranted. Do you know the value of that tool set I bought you? I thought it was a starter set. Okay, sure, but still, Mario said. Shh. Luigi raised a finger to the nose of his gas mask. Calm down. We're coming to a checkpoint. They reached the barred gate, where guards in gas masks stood. Mario and Luigi nodded at them. The guards nodded back and lifted the gate. Mario steered the sludge gulper through the checkpoint, and they joined a convoy of trucks heading back through the night toward the city. On the way, they passed a huge greenish statue of a woman wearing a spiked crown and holding one hand high above her head. Mario and Luigi pulled off their gas masks and stared at it. What's that? It looks almost familiar. The statue of repression, Iggy said. It's Koopa's droll paean to his neo-fascist monarchy. Koopa, the self-referential as it were, Spike added with a smirk. What is all this Koopa the blank stuff? We've seen posters of Koopa, the sportsman, Koopa the cruel, Koopa the stud. Doesn't anybody run against this guy? Koopa the sensitive ran 4 years ago, Spike said. He got only 2% of the vote. If he's so unpopular, can't someone run against him? Luigi asked. Not possible, said Iggy. So you can elect anyone, so long as it's Koopa? Precisely. What kind of system is that? Democracy, said Iggy. What was it like before Koopa? Mario asked. Oh, it was lovely, Iggy said. Under the velvet glove of our philosopher king, Bowser, water flowed. We were free. Interesting. So Daisy's dad, the king's name is Bowser, so it's Daisy Bowser? So interesting. Then why do you put up with this now? Luigi asked, gesturing toward the crumbling, fungus-covered city they had just entered. Actually, we never really thought about it, said Spike. Come to think of it, Iggy said, it has become a rather cruel, oppressive place, hasn't it? Mario parked the sludge gulper in front of the Boom Boom bar, and they went in. Lights flashed, and super loud music pounded their eardrums as they watched the crowd dance. Check your belts, gentlemen, Iggy said, gesturing to the coat room near the entrance to the bar. Mario and Luigi handed their tool belts over and stepped into the crowd. They soon spotted Bertha on the dance floor, grinding and writhing. Around her neck was the leather thong with the meteorite piece. Change the world, my boys, Spike said, patting the brothers on the shoulders. Meanwhile, Iggy and I will retire to the bar for a drink. Back inside the coat room, the coat check girl stared at the wanted poster of Mario and Luigi. She lifted the phone. Did I hear there was a reward being offered for some plumbers? She whispered into the receiver. I think you'll find them at the Boom Boom bar. Luigi and Mario hurried through the crowd. They watched Bertha dance. I'd watch her dance too. I'll take care of her, Mario whispered. No woman can resist the charms of Mario. A second later, he sauntered through the crowd. As he got close, he did a couple quick, slick dance moves designed to catch Bertha's attention. Hey, hi, my name's Mario. I'm your main man, your Ramadan, your can of Spam. Amazing pickup lines. Pow! Bertha slugged him so hard in the jaw that he flew back across the floor and landed at his brother's feet. Her can of Spam? Luigi asked skeptically as he helped Mario to his feet. Maybe I have to try a different approach, Mario said with a shrug, and started across the floor again. When Bertha saw him coming, she balled up her fist and drew her back, ready to punch again. Please, Mario said, hit me again. I've never seen such fluidity of form or such grace. The way your lip curled in that sensual snarl as you rocked your fist back, the way your knuckles tenderly crunched when you brought them smashing into my face. That's pretty smooth. The band started to play a slow song and Bertha smiled. Dance with me, and I'll hit you all you want, she murmured. Putting her arms around him, Mario swallowed hard and began to dance with her. He had to find some way to get the meteorite piece from around her neck. As they swayed back and forth, Mario moved his lips towards her throat. He managed to close his teeth around the meteorite piece. In a moment later, he spun her around and the thong came off of her neck, but Bertha didn't notice. The song ended and Mario quickly headed back towards Luigi. Iggy and Spike had gotten drunk and were now standing on the bar doing an anti-Koopa rap song. Okay, that's a thing. Like, I know that a bunch of stuff got taken out of the movie, but I love seeing little things like this in the junior novelizations because usually they come out before final revisions. So, cool. Look what I got, he said, handing him the meteorite piece. Luigi took the rock and then also pointed at the door. "We got trouble." Mario turned to look. Lena was standing in the doorway with a bunch of Goombas. "Time to disappear," Luigi whispered, as he and his brother tried to mix with the dancers. The Goombas pushed through the crowd and grabbed Iggy and Spike. The band started playing a new song, and the crowd around Luigi and Mario began to do the dactyl, a dance with a lot of steps the brothers didn't know. Despite their attempts to hide behind the other dancers, Lena quickly spotted them. "There they are! Get them!" The Goombas soon had Luigi cornered. He tossed the meteorite piece to Mario, but it fell short. Mario dove across the dance floor to catch it. A split second later, Lena's spiked heel came down on his hand. Mario gasped in pain and looked up at the red-haired woman. "Am I Lena today?" "Nice catch, plumber," Lena said, snatching the thong from his hand. Now that she had the meteorite piece, the Goombas who cornered Luigi backed off. Luigi gave Mario a nod, and the two brothers ran for the door. The brothers had to get out of the Boom Boom Bar fast. Mario was in the lead, pushing through the crowd. The exit door was only a few feet away. Then Bertha stepped in his path. Mario stared up at her and realized the look in her eye wasn't anger. It wasn't revenge. It was love. She opened up her arms and grabbed Mario. "Sorry, Bertha," Mario gasped, trying to squirm out of her arms before Goombas got there. "This isn't the time." But Bertha wasn't concerned about the Goombas. She had eyes only for Mario. As she pulled him closer, he was certain she was going to kiss him with her giant red lips. But at the last second, she pressed them to his ear. "I know how you can get out of here," she whispered. "Really?" Mario gasped. "Do I have to kiss you?" "What? Rude." "Nope." Mario was so overjoyed, he kissed Bertha anyway. Beaming, Bertha pulled out of the kiss, spun around, and slugged the coat check girl. Mario and Luigi followed Bertha into the coat room and quickly shoved their tool belts back on. "Here," Bertha said, grabbing 2 pairs of thwomp stompers from the shelf. "Use these." She tossed them the stompers, then spun around and smashed her fist into the face of a Goomba trying to get into the coat room. The brothers started to pull on the boots. "How do these work?" Mario asked as he closed the buckles. "Easy, Mario," Luigi said. "Just stomp them." "Oh, of course." Mario rolled his eyes. "How stupid of me not to know." A moment later, the thwomp stompers were securely fastened to their feet. More Goombas were trying to force their way into the coat room. Bertha was straining to keep them out. "How can we thank you for helping us?" Luigi asked her as she held off 5 of the giant Goomba creatures. "Stop Koopa's evil reign," Bertha said. Through clenched teeth, suddenly, she slipped, and the Goombas charged into the coat room. Mary and Luigi stomped down and immediately blasted upward through the skylight, sending thousands of shards of glass raining down on the glowering Goombas below. "That's uncomfortable." The brothers landed on the disco's roof. On the street below, they could see more Goombas arriving. Suddenly, Luigi saw a small, black, wind-up bomb fall out of the fungus near him. "Hey, Mario," he said, tugging on his brother's shirt. "Look, another one." "Not now," Mario yelled. "Have you ever noticed how these things always appear out of the fungus when we're in trouble?" Luigi asked. But Mario wasn't interested. "Come on," he shouted. "This way." They jumped off the roof into the back of a passing sludge gulper and sank into their necks in foul-smelling garbage. "Boy, this stuff stinks," Luigi said as he tried to catch his breath. "At least we're free," Mario replied. "Maybe, but Lena's back in the tower with the meteorite piece," Luigi said hopelessly. "It's impossible to get in there." "Nothing's impossible, Mario." "Nothing's impossible," Mario corrected him. "Unlikely, maybe, even improbable, but not impossible." "Then let's do it," Luigi said through clenched teeth. And that is the end of Chapter 10. What an adventure. So Iggy and Spike helped out the Mario brothers getting away from the desert, becoming garbage men that had a different name, and hanging out at a bar. Mario is a suave Casanova, and I don't know why anybody doesn't say that they're my can of spam. Am I not worth it? I hear that spam has their own key. Guys, what's gonna happen next? Are the Mario Brothers going to break back into the Koopa Palace to gain access to the meteorite piece? Are they going to save Daisy? Is Mario even going to realize that his girlfriend has been kidnapped this entire time? Who knows? We'll find out next time on Storytime with me. Thank you guys so much for enjoying Chapter 10 of the junior novelization of the Super Mario Brothers movie from the 1990s. If you like this, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And join us next time for another Storytime with me, Miss Jenny. Thanks for watching. Bye!